Have you looked out their window recently?
Yeah.
You see that we're hurtling through space and time?
But surprisingly, very little fuss in here.
It's the whiskey science is involved, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Now, the bunghole.
It did say we had to prove ourselves worthy.
How do we do that, oh great bunghole? How do we prove ourselves worthy?
Should we give him some whiskey?
What are we bribing him with?
We're bribing him with the Nick Offerman Lagavulin.
Okay.
Now, this is a gift, actually, from Marquise de Napoli. Can we bastard people in this new location? How do we do?
Marquise de Napoli, you magnificent bastard!
No, I didn't get anything.
Sorry, Marquise.
So,
Hold on.
oh, we have a plan. Do you need a backup? I think we got power.
Yeah. I think it was the glory of the Offerman.
Of the Offerman?
Right.
I think we've earned a reward. I think it's a sort of a one for you, one for me situation.
Uh-huh. All right.
So,
Starting to feel familiar. I wonder what else we can upgrade. Huh. Check a window.
hey, it's Lagavulin.
We're in Scotland, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This is turning out okay. You smell that sea salt air?
I do, right here in the glass.
Okay. So the Offerman Lagavulin.
He says he worked with Colin Gordon on this, spent hours parsing the alchemy for a new limited edition Lagavulin, because he's been a fan, forever.
Right.
And this one carries the signature Lagavulin Isla single malt peatiness with sweet berry and orchard fruit notes.
Okay.
Now he says that's what they want me to tell you, but I would rather just tell you I'm giggling with delight at the notion of people enjoying this scotch. I'm going to get the 12 and the 16 because their limited distillery edition 12 is only 1 year off of this 11-year-old.
It's a 46% alcohol. This is iconic Isla country here, right?
It's a little more
briny, peppery.
Yeah, it's a little more of the black pepper. You know what it reminds me of is you ever had a pepper rub on a steak? Mm-hmm. That's what it reminds me of. The charred exterior of a steak with pepper, the pepper rubbing on it.
I'm very curious to get to the comparison to the Lagavulin we all know and love already. But without having that AB, that black pepper note is the thing that's standing out for me.
Okay, so I've got the 16 and I've got the 200th anniversary 12-year-old. It's only 1 year different, although this is 57% alcohol.
Right.
So let's start with the 16. All right.
Yoink!
So that's the 16. So here's what was missing from the 12 that I remember from the 16 is that minty finish on the 16. I'm not finding it in the 12.
I'm getting less of the springy, lively black pepper on the 16. A little bit more of the floral notes have developed. Like I'm already acclimated to the smoke.
Oh, honeydew. Oh, and there's that minty, fresh, like grassy kind of mint finish. And then the 12 is a little more peppery, wood spice.
So you were saying like a little bit more grassy, a little bit more floral on the nose, and you threw down a honeydew in there.
Yeah.
But the Offerman, it's funny to say like a steak.
Yeah.
Because
that's so. Yeah.
Black pepper.
Okay, keep this glass
savory.
when you set it down behind this because this is the 16.
Yeah.
We're gonna also do the 12, but this is a cask strength release, so it's ringing in at 57% alcohol. Oh my God, this is a whole different animal. This isn't even close. It's all the fruit, all the floral. Even though it's higher proof, it's less woody and less smoky.
So, and this is how much your palate can change from moment to moment. The fact that I have been having different Lagavulins, right in the middle of, just squarely, dead center of Isla territory. This, if you put this under my nose immediately after tasting these.
You wouldn't guess it was Lagavulin or Isla.
Right.
Yeah, it's so fruity.
Now, if I was coming at it completely fresh, then obviously it's an Isla, blah, blah, blah.
Should we add some water to it?
What say you, oh great bunghole?
This is a very demanding bunghole.
Oh, man. There's a caramel butterscotch that jumped out of this glass.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah. Wow.
Turns out, if we'd been adding water this whole time,
we could totally have given you better notes.
We might have had a better whiskey experience, too.
Thank you, oh great bunghole.
Who could ever have known?
You know what? The sweeter The sweeter elements.
It's very candy now.
Those.
It's still peppery,
Those came through,
but it's not woody. It's peppery and candy.
Yeah, it's more lively than the older ones or the higher proof ones in terms of it feels a little more springy.
I bet if we added water to that 57, it would explode.
Dan Dudley 34. I'm in need of the tribe's help, so we just moved to a new neighborhood, and it turns out they hold their own wine bourbon tasting. Nice,
Great neighborhood.
Yeah. Here are my concerns. This neighborhood is a little above my weight class, and I want to bring a decent bottle.
Oh, I've been in that.
I know I can deliver with all the tribe knowledge I've gained.
Yeah.
But I don't know any of these people, and I'm afraid there might be some snobbery. What should I do, tribe? And also, if you've been to such an event, what did you take? So it's a bourbon, so we're in bourbon. Okay?
Now, is it that there is snobbery, or that he just knows it's a higher priced neighborhood, and so he thinks these people might be snobby? Either way,
all right.
My go-to in situations like that is just to play dumb and just not a lot. I would bring a whiskey that's not crazy expensive, but that everyone knows is just a good whiskey, like Lagavulin 16, where it's like, look, you cannot go wrong in any circle bringing something like that.
Bourbon.
Right? No. But then bring a bourbon that's a little more affordable, but surprisingly good for the price, and that's what you pitch to the group. Right, so I'm not saying Lagavulin 16. I'm just saying something like that, something that they know. If you show up with an Eagle Rare, if you show up with a, just something classic, then bring something unexpectedly good for being low priced.
Where's the bourbon over there?
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking like Michter's would be easy. For a Larceny would be easy because it's just good bourbon. Anyway, but the point is, pick like a recognizably classic, good, high-quality bourbon, and then bring a budget one that you really love, and go, hey, guys, this is, I don't know how you guys roll, so I like to have an easy sip.
You know what it is? Here's I got a specific recommendation.
Oh, all right.
Right? The Buffalo Trace bourbons.
That's
land right in this,
like the antique collection?
Venn diagram overlap of
Yes.
newbies be like, oh, I may have heard of that. Even if they're just enthusiasts and they love all kinds of whiskey, it's a respectable bottling, Now, if you can get like a unique Buffalo Trace, more power to you.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
E. Curtis Hoffman, if you're a professional mooch, how do you claim expenses? It's all money someone else spent.
Yeah.
Are they actually claiming you as a dependent?
If that's true, I get to add a dependent to my taxes this year. I'm really in on that.
Yeah. So, we got the foundational, we got lights, it looks like.
We got lights,
and
I can compare all the whiskeys here.
Back to where we left off.
But with a lot more whiskey to pull from.
Oh, yeah.
Like
how many?
double. Easily double.
So, the bridge here in the whiskey vault, how many whiskeys do we
We're
have on the
around,
shelves?
currently in this room, around 1,700 bottles.
Okay.
You're seeing a fourth of the whiskey.
All right. So, we'll figure out ways to, we got to get on that bunghole's good side.
We got to get those lights to turn on.
Because, and for now, we're hurtling through space.